that is a week, I think, to the post.
Yeah.
I called him and he even denied knowing me. Like he don't even know me.
Okay.
Person and for the written agreement, and that's why I told you that, you understand, we learn from our mistakes. You understand? I thought that actually a verbal agreement is an agreement too.
I mean, it serves to some
Yeah,
extent,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. So we had a verbal agreement. There was nothing written. There was no written agreement. You understand? And I actually, there was this. You have to pay me 50 to 70% before. You understand? But these people prove that okay, we have this relationship, and I take it. That's why I say I want to remove emotions in my business now. You understand? I think. Sorry to say, both my parents are no more, but I think even if it's my dad now that is getting married, if eventually he comes back to life, I think he will have to pay that 70%.
Okay, so if I get you correctly, you've been saying some of these things, and one thing I've picked is you're actually talking from a place of emotions and all that. And you know, most times, once one is actually emotional, there are certain steps or things you would do.
Mm.
I live by a principle: when you are happy, don't make a promise, and when you're angry, certain things you shouldn't say.
Yeah.
Did you take any step prior now
Mm.
to get these people to pay you back your money? When I say step, did you involve a third party? Did you go to any agency, police, whatever it is? Did you take any step
Well, I
in
didn't.
recovering your
No,
money?
I did not go to any. I did not go to any agency or the police because I felt at the end of the day, because from day one,
Mm.
I never even wanted a third party to hear about that. I was willing to, keep their secret, as in
Yeah, yeah,
preserve their image. But when it got to a stage where I felt okay, it was no longer about money.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's all about respect for my job and the time I spent in doing their job. You understand? And I felt okay, fine. Since it's no longer about money, you understand? I feel okay, fine. I want to restructure my business and I want to make it fine. And that's why I told you earlier on that one thing I want is I don't want such customers again. If I will have a one client in a year that will pay me, I think I will be glad to work. Perfectly. Maybe it will help me with
Yeah.
time to do his job better.
Okay. So we're going to talk about rebranding.
Yeah.
All right. But before you talk about rebranding, there's something I want to ask you. Do you know that it is constitutional, right? To when you study Nigerian Constitution, I mean 1999 Constitution, if I'm not mistaken, Section 37 or so talked about privacy of citizens and all that. Don't you think you were a little bit edgy in taking laws into your hands? And what do you think if these couples decide to, what, let's pursue this case? What do you think? What you did? Do you think it's lawful? And all that.
Okay,
Yes.
I cannot justify myself,
Mm.
but at the end of the day, you understand, in this profession, and that's why we had this conversation, I think, on Adamawa State Photographers platform, and some of them were thinking is deformation of character, while other were thinking is cyberbullying.
Mm.
But then, I don't see about. I know about. You understand? I know about image rights. I know little about privacy law.
Mm.
You understand? Now, this is where people are getting it confused. I try as much as possible, you understand, not to harass them, because if you know what cyberbullying is all about, it's when you have the intention to harass,
Mm.
you understand, harm,
Defamatory
you understand. Yeah, is
statements
yeah,
and all that.
no, when you talk about defamation of character now, it's when you see something that has not happened, or you're trying.
Because what I'm trying to say is, um, a debt is a civil case,
Yes.
right? And a civil case, one of the acts, if you go to the CBN Court of Conduct, their act, under no circumstance is an individual permitted at any given time to publicly post an individual's picture in regards to a debt that is yet to be paid. That is what I'm talking about.
Okay, but I would
Yes.
like to ask you also, do you know
Mm.
about image rights?
I know about image
You know
rights.
about image right?
Yes.
If you
Yes.
know about image right, do you know I snap those pictures?
Exactly.
Very good. And since they have not paid, do you know I also have a right to them?
You do.
Very good.
So
So
in cases where I'm just asking a question. Now in situations where these people, because the end product for you is your money. Are we together? Right?
yeah, I'm
The
getting
end
that.
product for you is your money. Now, if this money is paid, don't you think they might use this against you?
No, that is one part of life. You understand?
Mm.
You get to live with what you do.
Okay.
You understand? I've paid my losses. You understand? Because if it's 100,000 naira for 4 years, if I invest 100,000 naira, how much do you think we yield today?
True. True.
So they have to live with the consequences. Everyone, you. That's why whatever you do, you have to you live with it.
True.
You understand?
Mm.
So I think we cut losses is even for us. If they agreed, like one of them have come out to say, okay, fine, since it has gotten to this, he don't need the picture. I say, fine. If you don't need, just tell me you don't need it. I'm going to delete it. He say he don't need it. I have deleted it. We're still in touch with the other person.
Okay, but the other clients are yet to reach out to you.
They both reached out to me after the post, which they were not doing so at the beginning. I've been calling them, they were not picking. At the end of the day, one of them I used my second MTN, which I bought recently, and he picked. I introduced myself. He said, "Doesn't know me." You
Okay.
understand? But after the post,
Yeah.
he called.
That's actually interesting. All right, so if you're actually watching this video, the live podcast here, please go to our comment section, drop your comments, drop your questions. If you have anything to say regarding what we are discussing here today, all right, don't forget to follow, comment, and like this page. If you're just joining us, make sure you like this particular page. Now, I want to ask you something. You talked about rebranding earlier, trying to put your business, in order so that things like this
Won't repeat
will not,
itself.
repeat itself again. And of course, you use these people more like a scapegoat. How far have you gone with that thing?
I think, as a matter of fact, you understand. I've if you noticed, I don't know whether you follow up the trend very well. A certain lady came and said, "Okay, I snapped her family too since 2020, which though the date was not correct, but it's business. That's why people that pay you, they are right.
True.
They gave me, understand 70% of the payment. So I think they're right. She's right to even say whatever she's saying, even if she's wrong. You understand? At the end of the day,
Yes.
she was even not part of the people that actually did it, because the agreement was anytime you come to Guyu, because I let them to understand that, look, Yola, I cannot come to Guyu for you. They say anytime. You understand?
Okay.
And they even at the end of the day, they said they will send a driver to come and call. I was waiting for the driver after printing their pictures. You understand? 15 copies to be precise. You understand?
Yeah.
I didn't see the driver. I walk, got shut up. It escaped me. Not until that post she reminded me, and I've given her the copies today, and we have settled. You understand? I made her to understand that, okay, this is what happened. This is what happened. You understand? But she was standing. She was trying to stand for her friend, because one of the bride is her friend. So you understand? After seeing that, she has to also, you
Yes,
understand,
of
try
course
to
I
see
do.
it. But at the end of the day, I
Understand.
understand. Even I told her that, I say, look, I understand.
Yeah.
You understand? Life is like that, but thank God, this is your work.
I mean, this whole thing has really pushed you
Yes.
as a person.
Yeah.
Outside, even though a lot of people see you as a villain, some this is a hero. I mean, your post racked up over 1,000 comments.
Yeah, I there's something, you understand.
Yes.
To my fellow creative minds, I would like to say something. You see, there are other people, just like you say, some people will see me as the value of the story, others will see me like a, but at the end of the day, there is something. Even before trying to post that, I said, okay, fine. I know there are a lot of my colleagues have been going through this, and I know for sure. You understand? We have our own fault. There are a lot of us who have not given out their job. We have not completed our own part of the deal to our own clients. But
I mean, I was going to talk about that because somebody actually called you out.
yeah.
Yeah, somebody called you out in regards to things like this that you've not really, keep up to your own side of.
And
the bargain.
he
How do
wanted,
you handle things like this too?
fine. See, look, in life, you understand, when this is business, you get at the end of the day. But I have other people that have not paid me actually, but just know how to talk. They said the number one rule, you understand, to success is know how to deal with people. You understand? You must know how to do your dealings with people. Look, if you are owing me 5,000 naira, or if I'm owing you 5,000 naira, you understand? If at the end of the day I'm keeping in touch to tell you, okay, look, this is what is happening. Please bear with me. It's different than you calling me every day to ask for your money, and I remain adamant about it. You understand? Or you understand? So it pushes you to do what you are not supposed to even do.
Okay.
You get?
I get.
So there were people that I was getting in touch with. They were telling me things that that made me to understand. Okay, this is what is happening with them. Or you cannot call someone after you gave him maybe like 100,000 or 200,000. This person is denying you. What would be your next action?
True. I mean, there are better ways to handle things.
Good.
Like I said, emotion most times leads people to say certain things or do certain things.
Yes.
Did you at some point had any regret what you did?
Regarding the post?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
No.
There was no regret at
There
all.
is no regret. There's no regret at all, because at the end of the day, look, I just said something. I was about saying it, or you understand. To my fellow colleagues, you understand, they might not know what I actually did. I'm happy I did it.
Okay.
You understand? Because I believe today in Yola, or to those people that have seen my post, you understand, they will be careful enough not to do that to my fellow colleagues, because something like this might come up. So you understand? Make I pay this photographer before he posts me. You understand?
So let's spin the whole thing around.
Okay.
There are lots of creatives. Let's leave the side of clients not paying up.
Okay.
There are lots of creatives these days that do the same thing as clients. What do I mean by that? You've been given a job, or delivery is actually a problem. Let me put you as a case study. If you find yourself in scenarios like this, what would you say, or how would you feel if a particular client calls you out?
Me, to an extent, you know what? I've been to police station for a job.
Okay.
They arrested me for a job.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
And because I explained the situation to the client, he thought maybe I was just blabbing or I was lying.
Yeah.
No, until we get to the station, the person even find out, okay, fine, it's not my fault. You understand? There are other jobs that is my fault.
Okay.
That is, to be honest. You understand?
I get
It's
you.
my fault. But do you know what happens? At the end of the day, the client feels I can take this guy to the police station. I can lock him up because I've given him money. He has not delivered.
Yes.
But do you know, they feel entitled that they are right for not paying you.
Okay.
That is what is happening. You understand? These people feel, okay, fine, I can just go and remain at home. You understand? This guy will do nothing about it still, because you understand, I called him, I've given him maybe, okay, fine. You saw the other person. I said he gave 30,000 naira.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Now, because of the 30,000 naira he gave, he was just reluctant.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
That I cannot do anything about it.
Did he vehemently said that to you?
You understand? That is what I'm saying. You understand? Because sorry to say, you understand, at the course of everything, I got to understand the client is himself, he was victimized.
Okay.
You understand? Because there was a communication gap, and which I told him, okay, fine, sorry about this, because I did not know that you don't know. And he said, okay, him too, you don't, you understand? You know, we
Okay,
came
so
to
I talked about regrets now.
Yes, I said I never regretted it. Though. I'm just still saying it.
I'm not saying you did.
I never regretted it.
So, but in situations like this, that there was at some point a
Do you know-
breakage in
Now, the
communication.
breakage in communication, after how many years?
Okay.
That's supposed to take this long
Okay.
before that happens. You understand? That's why I'm not regretting it.
You know, I asked you earlier if you've followed any process in recovering your funds from
Yeah.
these people. Probably if you've met anybody, tried to talk to somebody, a third party. I'll put it that way.
Now, when my idea of third party is someone that was not aware of the business at the start. That's my idea of third party. When you mention third party,
Okay.
you understand? Because one of the person I just mentioned about now, you understand? Someone, this our job is based on referral.
Yeah.
You know that. Okay, fine. Someone referred him to me. So when I was trying to reach him to no avail, I reached out to the person.
Okay.
So this person also complained
Okay.
about reaching him. So you understand? So these are some of the things that happened. You get? So at the end of the day, you get? I got to understand that. You get? That, okay, fine. The person that actually referred him to me, he said, according to him, you understand, that the person didn't reach him. As at the set time, you understand, when I called last before posting those images.
Okay. So, not sure. How has your relationship right now been with clients after seeing this, thing going on online? How have they been reacting to
I
this?
think to an extent, the business has been good because you know understand. Nobody want to actually pay me. Even nobody even want to pay 80% now. They want to pay in full.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I mean, it's business as usual.
Yeah.
So
So
far, you're grinning, right? Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that is it.
Okay. So your relationship with them has been
I don't know
wonderful.
about that person that have not come because it's not my customer.
Okay.
The one I've seen is my customer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So everything is
It's good.
all right. That's a very good one. So, like I said, please, if you are joining this particular live, don't forget to follow all our social media platforms, like, comment, and share this video. All right. Of course, also go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. Drop your questions right now, as we will be taking some of the questions from you guys. Now, away from this whole drama that has been going on, you're actually a filmmaker,
Yeah.
and you've done a couple of jobs here in Yola. First of all, before we talk about your jobs, how has it been being a filmmaker, especially not just in the north but in Adamawa State?
Wow. To be honest, it is a very, 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 very tough journey
Hmm.
because I wouldn't want to say something before Adamawa people gets me wrong.
Okay.
But I would like to put it this way: Adamawa State is still a virgin land.
Hmm.
We're still new to into this movie of a thing,
Okay.
and to even get this sponsorship partnership as such place like Lagos,
Hmm.
it's hard to get here if there is any.
Okay.
But I believe with the current move, this episode 3 that we are preparing, which we are still in the pre-production.
Hmm.
You understand? I'm seeing that they are starting to buy the idea because there's a lot of improvement in terms of partnership.
Okay.
You understand? Because 1 or 2, you understand, companies are now, you understand, which I've submitted my proposal with them. They are beginning to buy the idea, and we are working to see that we work together.
Okay. All right. So talking about filmmaking, I mean, I have a little knowledge about filmmaking and all that.
Just say you have knowledge about filmmaking.
So I've taken my time to watch the trailer of your movie, your series, Streets of Jamaica, and there are little similarities with Gang of Lagos and all that. Just tell us about what's the synopsis behind Street of Jamaica.
Okay, Street of Jamaica is actually a movie which has pushed a lot of young individuals, as in when you talk about the harsh reality of life, into drug abuse. You understand, thuggery, that is political thuggery, prostitution, and other things. And we also have political manipulation. You understand? Now, this movie comes with the hope, you understand, that we can actually better ourselves. You understand? Even in this mess. Because there's something. Change is a constant, right? They say development is a state of the mind, not of infrastructure. People think they are developed as they think they are. You understand? So when you find yourself in a situation, you understand, they say no one can develop you. You understand? Except you want to develop yourself. It's self-development. That is the word. You understand? Self-development. You understand? Because you can only do the talking. And I hear you until I begin to act. You understand? So it's a social change movie actually, which we are trying to curtail the crisis of drug abuse, prostitution, all of those, child trafficking, and all of that. You understand? Political thuggery. If we're in an election period, you understand. Voters' education is also there. You understand, to help us curtail 1 or 2 minutes that we are facing around. You get.
Okay, that's basically what Streets of
Jamaica
Jamaica
is all about.
That's a very, very good one. Movie making, I mean, is one aspect of one fact. What do they call it? Sector in Nigeria that a lot of creatives are exploring. We talked about sponsorship.
Yep.
If you've noticed, we have the talent. We have people that are able to put themselves out there. All right. Why is it very difficult for you to see one movie, say Netflix, say YouTube now? Why is it very difficult for us to see movies like that from Adama in this platform?
Well, it's because standards. For me, standards.
Okay.
That's the way the sponsorship. And I would like to use this, you understand?
Mm.
I actually want to catch Randy on that, you understand?
Hmm.
I have a proposal for Rally Media, which I believe,
I think
you understand? If at the end of the day,
talk about
you
that.
understand? Yeah, no. I want to, allow me to say it. If
Okay.
at the end of the day,
Okay.
you understand, people don't see Rally Media on this, it means he is one of those people that have refused to sponsor our movie. Off the mic. You understand? You get?
I get you.
Yeah,
I get
so-
you. I get you. That's a very, very good one. I mean, movie making is highly productive. If you come to Adama said, I'm going to ask you a personal question. A lot of young people want to make it within the twinkling of an eye. Like, I'm starting this thing now. I just want to blow. Let me use the word. I want to blow.
Yeah.
What are you people doing as filmmakers to help these young ones to understand the business aspect of filmmaking?
Well, that is a nice one. I think I started movie production in 2013. Yes. Our director was Randy Haniel.
Okay.
The editor,
Okay.
no, our director was Deno Haniel. The editor was Randy Haniel.
Okay.
You understand? Far back
Yes.
2013. The first person we met was Randy.
Hmm.
He designed the audition poster then.
Wow.
Yeah. So you understand? From
Hmm.
there, we wanted someone who will direct the movie and he
Yeah.
made us understand. He has a brother who will do this, that, that. You understand?
Yes.
This is 2026, sir,
Hmm.
and we are still moving.
That's a very good one.
You understand?
Yes.
So, and if you look at it, you get
Yes.
till today. I believe you saw how I came. I didn't pass any GLE or any GLQ or any C300 outside to say, okay, fine, I've made it. You understand? So the whole thing, it requires sacrifice. That's what I would say. It requires sacrifice. And so far, so good. We have been trying to organize or to organize some seminars to see how to encourage people to make them understand this business is a long-term investment. It's not a one-day thing. You don't just wake up, chop your apple, and you feel you just want blow overnight.
Yeah.
You understand? It's a long-time project.
Mhm.
You understand? There was once a workshop we held in Wetland
Okay.
a couple of years ago. One guy from Nikon said there was one guy in the 60s that was snapping baby. This thing. At the end of the day, after he died,
Hmm.
his family are still making money from it. But when he was doing that, I believe he wasn't making the money that the family is making now. So it's a long-time investment, I believe. So the only thing is, you understand, how to reach out to those people to make them understand. So we need platform, and this is one of the platform. I believe that's one of the ideas about bringing this podcast into reality, just to educate people, to make them understand such things. And I think it's a good one.
Okay, so on a personal level, you've been in the movie industry for a very long time,
Yes, sir.
right? What do you think is one of the obstacles or the challenges, I would say, surrounding filmmaking, especially in Adamawa?
I will still hit back again. Partnership, sponsorship, finances.
So
You understand?
what
And
are
the
you
government.
doing- what are you doing as a filmmaker to, bridge that gap?
Well, one of the is trying to make sure I reach the appropriate body. You understand? Because there are body designed for all those things.
Okay.
And collaboration is also very important. You understand? Because collaboration makes you grow faster than, you understand, an individual work. So I'm trying to see how to collaborate with people. You understand? Those that are in the creative industry. There are a lot of people who know better than I do. You understand? I'm trying to learn from them, collaborate with them to see that I grow.
True. That's a very good one. I mean, filmmaking, like I said, it's a very big platform where if a lot of people venture into, they will definitely make something out of it. Your movies, what platform do you share your content?
YouTube and Facebook.
YouTube
And Facebook.
Okay. Can you just look at the camera and tell them? Yes.
Well, I have a Facebook account, Socrates Godwin, and I also have a page, J Harvest Studio, on Facebook. On YouTube is still J Harvest Studio. So you can follow me, subscribe. else we will make a living.
Okay, before we round up this whole segment, all right,
Yeah.
back to one of the reasons, if not the major reason why you are here,
Yeah.
talking about the controversy and all these things. What would be your advice to first creatives like you know, in handling issues like this? Also, what would you tell clients to look out for, when coming to make business or do business rather with people like you?
Okay, first and foremost, to my creative, I want them to learn from my mistake, because obvious, I will have to accept that it was a
Was
mistake.
your mistake, okay?
You understand?
Yeah.
So I actually regret the mistake of doing a business thinking that relationship works in business, but
Mm.
you understand, I'm regretting that. You understand? I will want them to learn from my mistake, structure their business, make sure that whatsoever they are doing, they should, I said something, verbal agreement, even if it is going to be a verbal agreement, but at the end of the day, you understand, make sure you collect that advance. Is very important.
Collecting advance.
Yes, it's very important.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
And to the client, I think you serve them better when that advance is given, because if they can pay in full, you understand, they get their job quick. Because I believe, see, I'll be speaking from experience now. You understand? If the work is 250 and they give you 50,000 naira as part payment, and you're expecting 200,000 naira, sir, you spend that 50,000 expecting there is 200,000 coming. You understand? But when they give you 200,000 and what is left there is 50,000 naira, you will do the job. You get? So I think it's better for the client to even pay. If you pay, your job will be done.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's better for the clients to pay. I mean,
Yeah,
if
you're doing yourself a favor if you pay.
Okay.
You understand? Because if the photographer, like myself, you understand, if you what is with you, you understand, is bigger than what is with me. I think you understand.
Yes, I get you.
You get.
I understand.
So
I mean, if you're watching, like he said, for clients, it's better you pay upfront if you can. I mean,
yeah,
pay in full, right?
pay in full if you can. I think
for both parties to be happy.
Just for unnecessary encumbrances, you just pay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So if you're watching this live broadcast, like I said, don't forget to follow all our social media platforms, like, comment, and share. Of course, go to YouTube and subscribe, on our channel at Rally TV. Mr. Socrates, thank you very, very much for honoring our invitation this evening. I mean, we hope to, have you again, but this time we're probably on a better, on a more,
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
I do hope that, I mean, I want to be on your set one of these days.
No problem.
Street of Jamaica, right?
Yes.
But apart from that, do you have other projects you've done too?
Yeah.
Okay. They're still on YouTube?
Yeah, they're on YouTube. I have Black Friday. I have self-destruction.
Okay.
Understand? You just go and
All
understand.
right, no problem.
Yeah.
I'll personally do that. Thank you
Okay.
very much.
All right.
Hope to see you again. It's been a pleasure talking to you. I really appreciate you, your time and all that. Thank you very much for
Thank you.
coming.
It's a
All right,
pleasure.
on this note, we have come to the end of this episode on Unscripted here at the Rally TV studio. And on behalf of myself and, of course, the production crew, till I see you again next time. Remember, blessed, it is where, of course, we do real conversations with real people. Bye-bye.
Sharp.